Culture.
Qulture.
Culture.
Culture.
Yeah. Hope you brought your game face. Cause if not, it's game over. That plain face turned to a game face when we raise stakes and we take over. No remedy for this energy that I'm bringing with. I hope you got some inner peace or some grit and tea for these stinging hits. Going hard till the lights out. They just wanna be like us. No time for no time outs.
Mais à date, le flow est vraiment beau, là.
What really interested me about fashion is being different. You know, literally, I feel like your style is a way of representing yourself. I started working in a clothing store called Aborigine in a town called Drummondville, which is like an hour away from Montreal. I was probably 16 years old, something like that. And it was my first contact with retail, my first contact with clothes as well, and I just fell into it right away. To me, I was like in another world, so I was dressing up like a bit more fashion forward and stuff, and people started to recognize it. From 2013 to shorts, the fame hat. As crazy as it sounds, in Drummondville, you can be recognized by a pair of shoes. So I was walking down the street, cars were stopping, being like, what are these shoes and stuff? But I was passionate by fashion, so to me, it was just like, you know, a great way for people to pay attention, maybe a bit more. So from there, I really got super involved in my mind in fashion. KATA was first founded in 2012 when I was 17, really with a small budget. It was just, you know, t-shirts at the beginning. Maybe I was doing a print on the front and like an embroidery on the sleeve and adding up stuff so at least it stands out. KATA, the name itself, it came from catastrophe. When I'm a 17-year-old kid, to me, this whole fashion world is like a big catastrophe. You know, nothing really holds together. Trends come, trends go. KATA was 4-letter, you know, a word with 4 letters is great for marketing. There's no language attached to KATA, right? You can say KATA in French, in English. Catastrophe, we're different, yeah.
My partner Henry, by the way, in the business.
Then in 2015, I introduced my partner Henry to the company. One of my high school friends, you know, we were friends for years and years. Henry is really organized. I am not at all. It's the yin and the yang, you know, and that's why we made a good team. We're only 2 people, and that's enough. In 2015, we really started to take it seriously. I remember this moment with Henry when we sat down and we were like, okay, let's do it for real. We just moved to Montreal. Montreal was like a city of opportunity for us. You know how New York is for a few people in the United States or LA. It was the same for us, you know, living in Quebec in a small town. The fashion scene in Montreal is amazing. Everyone in the street was more trendy in a way. People care more about their style. And I feel we're more inspired by the street culture as well. Montreal being a great art city, you see graffitis everywhere. We have art festival, we have fashion festival, which is like an amazing thing. It's my first time at the Fashion Fest. To me, it was a great opportunity. There's so many brands in Montreal. There's so many brands in the world, of course. So for them to reach out just in Montreal and say like, okay, you're a part of this culture. To me, it's really like great to be recognized by my city.
People from the street can easily wear his pieces. They're quite simple. He has like a really nice product that can stand out and please the young crowds. I think Montreal is a good place to see a lot of new designers. The festival is a big event in Montreal. It's the biggest outside stage you can have. So hopefully for him, it's just going to put the brand even more out there.
The Festival Mode and Design presents KATA Fashion Company.
My collection for the Fashion Fest, well, it's called, I always use the word unlovable. To me, it's a great representation of KATA in a way, because we were always different. We were always unlovable in a way when we first started, and now we're lucky people start to love the fact that we were unlovable maybe and gravitate towards the brand. I'm also super inspired by the punks of the 80s, even in London or in the States, and that I feel there's a rawness into that really inspires me. So I feel this new collection is kind of a neo-punk collection, and KATA has this strong, raw attitude. And my customer is this regular person that really want to stand out, that isn't shy to be themselves. To me, as a designer, I wouldn't be comfortable just saying like I'm a designer by doing just like t-shirts and stuff like that, right? So the Fashion Fest was for me an opportunity to really show my capabilities, my whole vision. It is still very street. I mean, of course, it's my origins that I feel like I'll always do streetwear in a way. To me, it's just like the perfect balance. Even now, you see the big brands like Louis Vuitton that collaborate with the streetwear brands. So right now, the barriers don't really exist anymore. Success is like creating something bigger than you. I've put countless hours in my life. I've dedicated my whole life to it, even if it's just 22 years old. When you first starting seeing like people walking in the street with your stuff and you have no idea who they are, they don't know you as well, you know, they don't care who you are. They care about the brand, that's why they chose it. They love the piece. To me, it's crazy. So the fact that someone that's my age, 22 years old, stacked their money and really said like, I'll have this 40, 50, 100 bucks invest and like buy this piece, to me it's hella meaningful. You know, it's like, I feel it's like a few days of work that they just gave me, you know. And that's why I feel we've created some type of community in a way. I'm growing a lot, you know, in this whole experience. To me, clothing was a way of like building my confidence.
I feel extremely good. Yeah, I'm super happy. It went well. Everything went well. I was just tripping off backstage, so I'm super happy. Months of work for like 15 minutes, but still worth it. Yeah, definitely happy. Definitely happy.
Like just to really get KATA out there and open like some people's eyes, you know, and see that we're there. We're doing something different. We have like a great core of supporters, but also like a great collection, great creative ideas, and I feel we really stand out. We're not a t-shirt brand anymore.